I assumed that the Aaron Goodwin situation was put to bed after his soon-to-be ex-wife, after he filed for divorce, wife, Victoria Goodwin, basically hired a hitman to take out Aaron Goodwin while he was out filming Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins. And I thought, well, she's behind bars, there can't be anything else to really come out about this story, we know what there is to know. Was I wrong? My lord, I was incredibly wrong. There is so much more information that is just pouring out every single day with regards to this story, including text messages that seem to show that Victoria Goodwin and Grant Amato were in like some kind of like weird relationship. So clearly there was like an emotional affair, or actual affair not actual because there's nothing physical because Grant Amato was in prison, but Grant Amato, obviously the guy that was organising the hit on behalf of Victoria Goodwin, who was featured on a true crime documentary where Victoria Goodwin initially saw him, fell in love with him apparently, started texting him, right? And that's obviously, this is how everything's come out. But the apparent texts revealed between these two are quite intimate, quite intense. Like, this whole situation's so crazy that I can't even get my friggin' words out. So let's take a little look at what the latest stuff is to come out of E! News with regards to the text. But you're not going to believe what's about to happen, because Victoria Goodwin is the biggest narcissist ever after trying to pull this stunt. Take a listen to this.
Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin's wife and a convicted murderer are revealed. According to an arrest report from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department obtained by E! News, authorities say Victoria Goodwin, wife of Aaron Goodwin, who stars on the Paranormal Investigation series, began exchanging romantic text messages with convicted murderer Grant Amato. The text exchanges began in May 2024 after Victoria saw Grant in the Paramount Plus docuseries Control-Alt-Desire, according to the filing. The series chronicled Grant's plot to steal $200,000 from his family before murdering his mother, father, and brother in January 2019.
Yeah, he's a real role model, is Grant Amato. He's a real role model, someone to really look up to and to really fall in love with.
In the messages, which police say ended in October 2024, Victoria and Grant discussed, quote, how much...
They ended in October 2024 because Victoria Goodwin was then arrested.
Much they are in love, per the filing. She also told the inmate that her husband, FH, would not accept divorce. Victoria, who was arrested March 6th, has pled not guilty in the case, according to Entertainment Tonight. In addition to the romantic subject matter, she had also been messaging the convicted killer about the murder plan. According to the docs, she texted Grant, "Am I a bad person? Because I chose to end his existence, not divorce." When confronted about the text messages by investigators, Victoria denied wanting her husband to be killed, per the docs, adding that she did not remember sending the messages in question. Investigators also said she described her messages about wanting to be with Grant as fantasy or daydreams. E! News has reached out to any legal representation for Victoria for comment, but has not heard back. Amato was found guilty in August 2019 on 3 counts of first-degree murder for killing his relatives and given a sentence of life in prison for each count. He has not been charged in the alleged murder-for-hire plot. 6 days after his wife's arrest, Aaron, who wed Victoria in 2022, filed for divorce, arguing that their views, tastes, likes, and dislikes had become incompatible, according to court documents obtained by People. The filing also noted there is no possibility of reconciliation between husband and wife.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. Obviously, that's absolutely crazy. But it has been revealed in even more crazy document. You thought that was bad, right? You thought that was insane. Well, imagine, right, being caught out in 4K through text messages for doing this, right? Imagine getting caught and then trying to sue, right, Aaron Goodwin for 10 grand for false imprisonment and claims of assault. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Like, as if this whole situation wasn't bad enough and this woman didn't look batshit crazy enough. Well, yeah, here we go. Let's have a little read of this document. So it states, Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin has amended his court divorce filing against estranged wife Victoria Goodwin, accusing her of negligence, false imprisonment. Oh, I got this wrong, sorry. So it's actually Aaron Goodwin that's filed for the lawsuit. My bad. Wrong way round. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Victoria Goodwin tried to countersue. But false imprisonment and more bombshell claims. In the days after she was arrested for allegedly hiring a hitman to kill him and plotting for his death to help the convicted murderer serving a life sentence for massacring his family. In Aaron's petition, filed on Wednesday, March 19th, and obtained exclusively by US Weekly, the TV star 48 is seeking punitive and exemplary damages totaling more than 10 grand after Victoria, 32, was allegedly negligent in her marital actions. I wonder what that could mean. Victoria's conduct was extremely outrageous, with either the intention of reckless disregard for causing emotional distress to Aaron, the reality TV star's court filing reads. He suffered severe or extreme emotional distress as the actual or proximate result of her conduct. I'm not surprised. The guy had a fucking hitman hired on him. Or was about to. Like, no one's going to be leaving that unscathed. Without detailing specifics, Aaron also accused Victoria of assault and false imprisonment and claimed that she made him feel apprehension or harmful or abusive behaviour. According to Aaron, Victoria has repeatedly intended to confine him within boundaries that she set. Victoria acts directly or resulted in such a confinement, the filing further claims. Aaron was conscious for the confinement and was harmed by it. Aaron also requested that the court grant the divorce because Victoria repeatedly committed a concert of actions, which is defined in the motion as acting with another or commit a tort while acting in concert or pursuant to a common design. So I'm not being funny, right? Surely the fact that these text messages, like, almost like, you know, love affair style text messages have been caught in 4K. Surely that's enough for the courts to be like, yeah, you can have your divorce. And the fact that she hired a fucking hitman to kill him. What? What? The fact that this guy's having to, like, you know, amend his stuff to, like, try and get some kind of, like, you know, divorce plea is mental. I don't know. Aaron initially filed for divorce on March 12th, requesting to maintain his separate property and have their community assets divided equally. 6 days earlier, go away advert, Victoria was arrested for charges of soliciting to commit murder and conspiring to commit murder and held on a $100,000 bail. According to the police records obtained by US, Victoria has been communicating with the infamous convicted killer Grant Amato, who's serving life sentences. Obviously, we all know about that. Victoria and Grant also exchanged messages discussing how much they are in love, according to the records. Victoria, who married Aaron in 2020, allegedly admitted that she and her then husband were struggling with their marital issues via police interrogation. At the time, Victoria claimed that the funds she transferred to the inmates were meant to be used for cell phones. I find this absolutely mind-boggling, the entire situation. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new. This whole thing gets crazier and crazier. I'll speak to you later. Peace.